Check, check. So just FYI, folks, there's going to be a time later in the service for putting all our things on the altar. So I see a bunch of folks have done that already. But if you could retrieve your items for now. Thank you.
Children, they can come up. We're going to pass out some leaves. So adults, you're going to get a leaf and a pencil, and on that leaf you can write the name of someone or a pet that you are remembering today. And during the time when you can bring things up, you can also bring up a leaf, or you can keep the leaf for yourself if you like. All right, children, if you want to come up and help pass out leaves, here, I'll come down there.
Almost? Yeah, there we go. Before we start the opening, we have a special announcement. And I'm bringing the mic right to you. There you go.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nancy Crow. I'm part of the Legacy Working Group here at First Unitarian. And I want to remind you all on this day of remembrance to think about leaving a legacy. I brought a picture of my parents' wedding picture from June 13th, 1942, that shows my parents and my grandparents, as well as my aunt and uncle. And my parents and my grandparents were all Unitarians, lifelong Unitarians, and they left a legacy of caring and the justice, compassion, and a free and responsible search for truth and meaning for me. And that's one reason why I'm leaving a legacy to First Unitarian Church. And I'd like all of you to think about leaving something in your estate plans. And if you'd like to learn more about estate planning and how you can leave a legacy to First Unitarian, come to our workshop, which will be in the community room, on the south side of the community room, on November 17th at noon, right after the service. So we look forward to seeing you all there.
Thank you. It's an important gift. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jan Dever, and I serve on the Board of Trustees here at First Unitarian Society of Denver, and I can't tell you how happy I am to be here this morning. I've had one of those weeks. Have you ever had one of those weeks? Whoever you are, whomever you love, whether you carry joy or sorrow in your heart, you are welcome here. All people of goodwill are warmly invited to join us in this very great journey of the mind, the heart, and the spirit. It takes all of them to get through this life. If this is your first time with us today, please let the offering basket pass you by. We give a hearty hello to all of you on Zoom out there in UU land. We hope after the service that you will join us for coffee and conversation in the community room right out there. If you have questions about how to volunteer, you can see the volunteer table. If you have questions about this church or Unitarian Universalism, you can check with the visitor information stand, and I'm sure they'll have all the answers for you. Now, please remember to silence your cell phone. Silence all those devices in your head, and welcome to service. You can take a moment to greet those around you.
Yeah, because otherwise we're going to be just stopped. Interesting. Absolutely. Thank you for the question. Whoever you are and wherever you are welcome here. Particularly if this is your first or second time joining us, we're glad that you're here. Please join me in singing our song of welcome. We are many, we are one. The light of the world is within you. Sacred and worthy is your soul. A place has been made for you. Welcome.
Morran. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm really happy that this is an intergenerational service. So just be aware that our children we're not going to sing them out today. They're going to be with us the whole time, and a lot of what we do today is going to be designed to kind of include and have them be part of our worship this morning. If you're not aware, today is a little bit unusual for us. This is our autumn remembrance service, so we're going to be focusing on people we've lost, and even for our kids who are here, perhaps even pets, hamsters, gerbils, cats, dogs, and so on and so forth that we have lost over time. We're going to begin our service today with an ancient tradition, calling the directions. Goes back as far as anybody knows, and that's what we're going to do. And people call it in all different kinds of traditions, pagan traditions and indigenous traditions and others. And we call the directions to create a sacred space, and we call the directions to kind of locate ourselves, not just on the earth, but in this larger context that we're in. So I'm going to invite you to stand, and we're going to start to the east, and we're going to go south, west, north, and after north, we're all going to kind of turn towards the center. We're going to call on the spirit of the earth, and then the sky, and then our souls within. Could you turn on? Hello? Oh, great. Spirit of the East, land of the rising sun, of air and morning stars, of new beginnings each day, we ask for your wisdom and blessing with us today. Join us, Spirit of the East. Spirit of the South, place of fire and creation, whose warmth reminds us of summer days. Ignite our hearts with love. We ask for your wisdom and blessing with us today. Join us, Spirit of the South. Spirit of the West, land of the setting sun, of water and autumn's whisper. Bless us with peace, the harvest of a fruitful life. We ask for your blessing and wisdom today. Join us, Spirit of the West. Spirit of the North, place of stillness, of cave and deep earth. Place of understanding that comes with time and patience. We ask for your wisdom and blessing today. Join us, Spirit of the North. I'd have us turn towards the center of the room, so we're all kind of facing each other. Spirit of Mother Earth, you support us each day, welcoming our roots into fertile soil. Help us give thanks always for your bounty. We ask for your wisdom and blessing today. Join us, Spirit of Mother Earth. And Spirit of Father Sky, of angelic realms, the countless stars of the night, remind us that you are vast and majestic beyond our knowing. Your light shines upon the earth and guides our steps. We ask for your wisdom and blessing today. Join us, Spirit of Father Sky. And Spirit of our souls within, place of union, love, and reverence. Grateful for this gift of life and for the love that flows from grace and from mystery. We open our hearts and join with all in love. It is begun.
All right, but could I have all the young and young at heart come on up? I have a story to read. So today we're talking about people who are living and who are no longer living here on earth with us. And I have a nice book that I would like to read. I do need someone to help me hold a microphone. Got it? Thank you. So come and sit. All right. That's okay. My first memory of you, Grandpa, is of us napping in your hammock. I felt safe in your arms as we dreamed together. You taught me the importance of medicine dreams. This is a gift that our people have always known. You told me there is medicine in our dreams. This medicine teaches us to be skillful in the world and teaches us how to face the challenges in our lives. These skills are learned from animals. So what's our first animal here? A bear. So we're going to learn something from a bear. The first medicine dream I remember discussing with you was about Bear. Bear teaches us how to learn from our mothers. As baby bear grows older, he must leave his mother and learn how to be alone. At first, Bear is scared, but his mother taught him well. He knows how to use his body. He can see far distances, hear the quietest of sounds, and run very fast. He can climb trees and use his nimble paws to open many things. He is also clever. He knows where it is safe to rest, and he knows how to fish and hunt and find tasty plants and berries. I think we still have Bear here. Grandpa, you said there will be times in your life when you are alone. Try not to be afraid. Remember, your family has prepared you well. Even when we are not there, our love is always around you. All you have to do is look at the world to be reminded of our love. The world loves you as we love you and wants to see you thrive. Enjoy your own company as you discover it. Do you all like to be alone sometimes? Yeah? Sometimes. What is our next animal here? What is that? A wolf. My favorite medicine, wait, keep it in front, right in front, I can't see. My favorite medicine dream teachings are about Wolf, because you told me your mom called you Little Wolf when she was teaching you. Wolf teaches us to believe in ourselves and to live happily in a family. When we think of Wolf, we understand him as a fierce hunter. What we don't see is that when Wolf is learning to hunt, he fails more than he succeeds. But he believes in himself and keeps on trying. He knows he must watch older members of his family to be successful. He knows he will learn from them as he grows into an adult. Your words of encouragement are always with me, Grandpa. I can hear you saying, there will be times in your life when you will fail. Believe in yourself and continue to learn. Listen to your family even when you don't get along. When you disagree, be gentle with your words. Do you sometimes argue with your family? Yeah? Yeah. So the doctor told Mom that you will not wake up again. So he's talking about Grandpa. So Grandpa's kind of sick. So she said, so she and Grandma have decided that the doctor will remove the ventilator soon, and you will die. I am upset. I don't understand why it's a problem for you to not wake up. You love sleeping, and you know you are enjoying you love sleeping, and I know you're enjoying your dreams. So Grandpa has died, and so now the kid is kind of alone. I mean, he still has his family with him, but the grandpa that the kid really loves is not there anymore. I am alone, and you are gone now. Like Bear, I'm afraid, but I know that you have taught me to live well. I like what you taught me about myself. I am a good listener, and I love to learn. I feel sad, but I know the world loves me as you love me, Grandpa. I know you want me to be happy as I grow up. I follow all of your instructions. And finally, I find you in my dreams. Your body is different. You are now Little Wolf. You are happy to see me and encourage me to learn and grow. You remind me to be happy in the world around me. So even if somebody passes on, if someone dies, they can still stay with you in your heart, and you can remember the things that they taught you. All right, you can go back with your families. We're going to stay in here today. Thank you.
Charlotte's got a lot to do today. Up and down, up and down. Would you please rise in body and or spirit and join us in singing Breaths. If you want to follow along with the music, you can do so by finding number 1001 in the Teal hymnal. The words will also be on the screen behind me.
Listen more often to things than to being. 'Tis the ancestors' breath when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' breath in the voice of the water. Those who have died have never, never loved. The dead are not under the earth. They are in the rustling trees. They are in the groaning woods. They are in the crying grass. They are in the moaning rocks. The dead are not under the earth. So listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to beings. 'Tis the ancestors' breath when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' breath in the voice of the waters. Those who have died have never, never left. The dead have a pact with the living. They are in the woman's breast. They are in the wailing child. They are with us in our homes. They are with us in this crowd. The dead have a pact with the living. So listen more often to things than to beings. Listen more often to things than to being. 'Tis the ancestors' breath when the fire's voice is heard. 'Tis the ancestors' breath in the voice of the waters. Zawish, awish, zawish, awish.
I can't come up here and invite the offering without thinking of some very special person that did this very, very many times, Sally Isaacson. And so on this day of remembrance, I just want to say her name, Sally Isaacson. The first time Tim and I came to First Unitarian, the greeter at the door was Phyllis Zumwinkle. As we wrote our names on our tags, she said, "Every service is different, so come back if this isn't something you're expecting." I don't remember what that first service entailed, but needless to say, we came back. I sometimes sit in the sanctuary when we're having an unusual service that doesn't follow the traditional order and wonder what first-time attendees are thinking. I wonder if someone told them that they need to come back if today's service didn't meet their expectations. But now, many years later after attending FUSD services, I realize that it's the variety of the music, the speakers, the traditions, and the opportunities to participate that make this place special. Often Mike puts into words what I have been currently thinking about. Sometimes it's ideas and understandings that I would never have had on my own. It's a place where everyone can grow spiritually at their own pace. And while my spiritual growth at this church has been so important to who I am, it's how this place has helped me understand community that has made a profound impact on my life. Over the years, I've seen this community participate in social justice events that have helped me manifest what is on my heart. It's given me opportunities to use my skills to help others. I've seen this community support its members through very difficult times and have been amazed at the outpouring of love. I had no idea when I walked through those doors many years ago how profoundly this community would become part of my life. Sharing my time, my resources, and talents is something I need to do. My spiritual growth and my understanding of what community can be depends on it. We will now collect the offering to support the work of this church, what it does for us and the wider world.
The falling leaves drift by my window. The falling leaves of red and gold. I see your lips, the summer kisses, the sunburned hands I used to hold. Since you went away, the days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall, since you went away. The days grow long, and soon I'll hear old winter's song. But I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to fall, I miss you most of all, my darling. When autumn leaves start to
These gifts freely offered are gratefully received. Thank you for your contributions, your generosity, your support of the larger ministry of this congregation. And I just want to say a word of appreciation for Charlotte. Where'd she go? There you are, right there. For singing, yes. Oh, so fine. And I also just want to note, where'd Cindy go? Cindy Robertson? Yes, Sally would be so proud. Yes, thank you. There's a couple things I want to let you know about before we do a prayer this morning. For all of you who, like me, are just feeling a lot of stress around this election, I want to let you know that on Wednesday, November 6th, the day after the election, we will be open at 7 o'clock. We're just calling it election decompression. Whatever happens, it may be a time of mourning, or it may be a time of great rage and grief. It may be a time of celebration, but we're going to be here, and you're all welcome to attend. Leah will be here. There will be music. We will have a little time together to decompress with whatever is happening that day. Also, I want to let you know on November 14th, I'm beginning the next adult religious education class. That'll happen on Thursday nights. I had to change the date. There were an earlier announcement that said it was going to be on Wednesdays. It's going to be on Thursday nights. It starts November 14th. Prayer and blessing is the class. This comes more out of our Universalist tradition than the Unitarian one. But I promise you, even if you've never prayed in your life, if you want to learn more about that, you will meet some wonderful people, and we cover some wonderful material. Please join me in a spirit of meditation, reflection, or prayer. For in addition to the fall harvest and the fall celebrations, autumn is also a season for remembering. Spirit of life and of love, mystery at the heart of the universe, source of all that is, all that we are. We remember those with whom we have spent other autumns, other portions of our lives, those whom we have loved, those who have passed beyond us, those whose life and love and touch and laughter we deeply miss. We remember the ideals of past and of present, of peace and love and family harmony and generosity of spirit. We remember the joyful expectancy of younger years, now tempered with time and age and the twists and turns of life and of fate. It is good to remember. It is good to pause, to look back and reflect. Perhaps pass our fingers lightly over our deeper hopes and fears and wonder where the years have gone. Wonder where our loved ones have gone. Wonder why it is that all things must pass away. So much is given us. Life and love, bounties from the earth, gifts of the mind and body and spirit we could not ask for. And it is good to touch for a moment some of our tenderest memories. Love and laughter from the past, all woven now with a few of our old wounds and mingled with time and places of quiet grief. We pause here in the autumn light, in the shelter of each other, and hold the memories of years past. Remember those who have passed beyond the veil, and say a prayer of well wishes for their spirits, a prayer of thanks for the gift of their lives, a prayer of goodness and of light. Remember, for all of these are a part of you, a part of this community, a part of our wholeness. Remember and breathe your prayer of healing and peace. Spirit of life and love, mystery at the heart of the universe, turn our hearts to you in this season. Bring us comfort, bring us hope, bring us peace. Amen. Now, before the choir does the interlude, I want to share that I've gone back and I have looked up all of the members of this congregation who have passed away since 2002. We lost 89 precious souls in that time. So many lives. I can readily confess it was actually a very somber experience going back and looking at all those names and all those memories, all those lives beautifully lived. All those memories, so much love. So while the choir sings, we're going to show their names on the screen in honor of them and in honor of the mark they have left on this community and on us. So I want to briefly tell you about a love of mine once upon a time. And this story is mostly for the children who are here with us, who I am so glad are here with us today. So about 4 years ago, my dog that I'd had for about 12 years died of old age. Her name was Fudge, because when she was a puppy, she was the exact color of chocolate fudge, every inch of her except her eyes, which were yellow. The other reason we called her Fudge is because almost everything she touched, something would go wrong with. Now, in my family, Fudge was legendary for one special reason. You see, Fudge was the dumbest dog you could imagine. So, imagine the dumbest dog you can imagine. Fudge was dumber than that. She was so stupid that if she was chasing a squirrel and the squirrel ran around to the back side of the tree, she would stop and just think that the squirrel disappeared. She didn't have object permanence to realize the squirrel was still in the universe. After 12 years of walking on a leash 3 or 4 times a day, she never figured out which side of a post or a tree to walk on so she wouldn't get wrapped around it. We used to say when Fudge was awake, the lights were on, but there's nobody home. They have machines that you can hook up to your head, and they can read your brain activity. They can make little waves on a piece of paper or a screen. We were pretty positive that you put one of those things on Fudge, it would be flat. In fact, we called her the flat wave surfer. Now, all of that is true, but when I remember Fudge nowadays, what I remember is that dog running through the fields, tongue flapping in the breeze behind her, a brown blur of sheer joy at being alive. I remember how eager and excited she was to meet anyone who came to our house. And I remember her laying on the floor, just totally, blissfully relaxed, so happy to be getting a belly rub. That's kind of the way it is when things that we love die. dogs, cats, other pets, even people. It's hard when someone or something dies because we feel sad and we miss them. But over time, what usually happens is that we have good memories of them. We remember the good things, of the times we shared together, the times when they were happy. And those memories, those are so, so precious. Sometimes memories are all we have left. Now, the other thing I want to tell you, and I know this can be hard to understand if you're very young, but the truth is that all things pass away. All things. Even you and I will leave this world someday. And that might seem sad or even mean. And it might be sad and even mean, but for reasons nobody really knows, it's just the way it is. And we have to believe that's the way it has to be. I find that comforting, knowing that that's just the way it has to be. Now, don't worry if you don't understand that yet. It's okay. I'm telling you, the grown-ups around you don't understand this either. But it's still true. It's just the way it has to be. But what that means is that you are so precious. And the people you love and the pets you love are precious. And this time we have together is precious. And the best thing we can do is make memories that are also precious. There's so much beyond our control. Right now, right here, we have each other. And that's a beautiful thing. So we're going to build this altar together now. And some of you have leaves with names and other things you've written on them, and some of you have brought things from home. And Leah's going to make some music for us, and you're all invited to come up here and place your items, or your leaves on this altar. We're going to come up quietly and slowly. There's no need to rush all up here together. We have all the time we need. We're going to put those things on the altar, and together we will build this community of memory and hope. It will be a colorful collection. I always appreciate being reminded that although it appears that we are a finite group in a finite room, that's only an appearance. We are connected across time and across space to tens of thousands of other beings in the past and in the present. Always. They're here. Thank you for participating in this. I also want to note that speaking names is important. Having names be spoken out loud in our voices is important. So I'm going to invite us to do that. And I learned this from Aaron Kenworthy. We're just going to go kind of in a wave. I'm going to go, well, right to left, left to right from your perspective. But I'm just going to go sweep slowly across the room and starting over here. If there's a name you would like to call out, when the wave gets to you, call that name out. So let's start over here. Please join in our closing hymn.
Would you please rise in body and or spirit and join me in singing Spirit of Life. If you'd like to follow along with the music, please open up to number 123 in the gray hymnal. Spirit of life, come unto me. Sing in my heart all the stirrings of compassion. Blow in the wind, rise in the sea, move in the hand, giving life the shape of justice. Roots hold me close, wings set me free. Spirit of life, come to me, come to me. Please join me in singing our closing affirmation. Behind all our differences and beneath our diversity, there is unity that makes us one and binds us forever together throughout all time, through life and death and the space between the stars, throughout all time, life and death, and the space between the stars.
Friends, in a round world, what goes around comes around. Circles and cycles of stars and of seasons, cycles of birth and decay and unexpected resurrection, you and I and we are inextricably connected to all that is and was and ever will be. That's the way it is. Amen. Our service is ended.